So let's talk about Lightchain AI. This is the big one that's been popping up everywhere, right? And the number one question on everyone's mind is simple. Is it legit? It's got a ton of hype, but it's also got a ton of suspicion swirling around it. We're going to cut through all that noise and just look at the evidence.
And boom, right out of the gate, you see stuff like this on Reddit. It's raw, it's honest, and it kind of perfectly captures the skepticism from a big chunk of the community. This isn't just a small doubt, it's a huge warning sign for a lot of people. But then you flip the coin, and on the other side, you've got this incredibly grand vision. The creators are talking about a whole new era of decentralized AI. They're not just selling a token, they're selling the future, a massive change in how AI and blockchain could work together. You got to admit, it's a powerful pitch.
So, which one is it? A total scam or the next game changer? A massive red flag or a revolutionary technology? Let's dig in together and really follow the evidence, using their own roadmap, the community's feedback, and the hard data.
Okay, first things first. To get to the bottom of this, we have to understand the official story. What is it that Lightchain AI is promising that has so many people excited and so many others suspicious? It all starts with their big vision.
And wow, their official roadmap is ambitious, to say the least. I mean, they're laying out this whole path from just a prototype all the way to full-blown global adoption in a pretty tight time frame. This is their public promise, a structured plan they want you to believe in.
And here's their big hook, their secret sauce, something they call proof of intelligence. The idea is actually pretty cool. Instead of computers just burning tons of energy solving pointless puzzles, like with Bitcoin, this network would be secured by computers doing useful AI tasks. It's a really smart concept. Assuming, of course, that it's real.
Okay, that's the shiny sales pitch. But for every one of those ambitious promises, investigators and people in the community have raised some serious concerns. So now let's flip over and look at the evidence that suggests you should be extremely careful here.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. When you lay all the warning signs out like this, you start to see a pattern, right? An anonymous team? Well, that means zero accountability. A presale that just drags on and on forever? That starts to look a lot more like a focus on fundraising than actually building a product. It's not just one thing. It's a whole collection of red flags.
So let's just run through the list because it's a long one. The team is basically a ghost. There's no public code to look at. I mean, for a tech project, that is a gigantic red flag. The presale just keeps getting extended, and the dates for listing the token on an exchange keep getting pushed back. Any one of these is cause for concern. When you see them all together, it paints a really troubling picture.
All right, so we've heard the sales pitch, and we've seen the warning signs from investigators. But what about the people who've actually put their money into this? What's the feeling on the ground? What's the community saying?
And this right here, this just nails the frustration so many people feel. This isn't just about being impatient, it's about a pattern of broken promises. Investors were told one thing, then another, and deadlines just keep flying by. This is how you completely destroy trust.
Okay, this next one is even worse. I mean, missing deadlines is one thing, but actively silencing people, that's a whole other level. When you hear reports of people getting blocked or having their accounts closed just for asking basic questions like, hey, who's on the team? That's a huge sign something is very, very wrong.
And it's not just a few angry comments here and there. The data really backs these stories up. You look at a public site like Trustpilot, and a 2 out of 5 is pretty bad. And you can see right there, the vast majority of those reviews are just 1 star. This isn't an isolated issue. It's a widespread experience.
So what you end up with is this huge gap between what they claim and what's actually happening. They'll tell you they have an active community, but what many users report is that if you're active and asking tough questions, you get your comments deleted and then you get banned. That's not a community, it's an echo chamber.
Okay, let's put the stories and the sentiment aside for a minute and just look at the cold, hard data. What can the numbers tell us about what's going on with Lightchain AI right this second?
Well, first up, according to CoinGecko, there is some real market activity here. We're talking over $250,000 in trading in just 24 hours. So yeah, people are definitely buying and selling this thing on decentralized exchanges. There is a live market, at least for now.
But this is where things get kind of muddy. You've got these two dueling security scores. CoinGecko's automated system gives it a pretty decent score based on technical stuff. But then a site like Scam Advisor, which looks at things like website ownership and transparency, gives it a really low score. So which one do you trust?
And if you look at the short-term signals, what the actual traders are seeing, it's a total mixed bag. Some technical indicators are screaming sell,
A few are saying buy, but most of them are just sitting in the middle at neutral. Basically, the market itself has no idea which way this is going to go next.
Look, the whole point of breaking this all down isn't for me to just give you a simple yes or no. It's to give you the tools, a framework, so that you can make this call for yourself, not just on this project, but on any project you look at.
So here it is, your 5-step checklist. Number 1, verify the team. Can you actually find these people on LinkedIn? Are they real? 2, inspect the tech. Is there public code? Is there an audit from a firm you've actually heard of? 3, check the money. Is the liquidity locked so the team can't just run off with it? 4, question the hype. If they claim a big partnership, go check that partner's website. Are they talking about it too? And number 5, my favorite, test the community. Go into their Telegram or Discord, ask a tough but fair question about the audit or listing dates, and just see what happens. If a project fails most of these tests, you've got your answer.
So, there you have it. We've looked at the incredible promise and the massive red flags. We've heard from the frustrated community, and we've seen the confusing data. We've laid out a simple checklist you can use to protect yourself. Now that you have the tools, the decision and the power to investigate are in your hands. How will you decide?